Loneliness, a word that echoes in the silent corners of our hearts when no one is around. Have you ever found yourself in that quiet moment, feeling like the world has forgotten you? You're not alone in this feeling. But what if I told you that what you perceive as loneliness could be transformed into something empowering, something the Buddha himself practiced and taught? In today's video, we're diving deep into the concepts of loneliness and solitude, revealing how you can turn this seemingly negative state into an opportunity for growth. Stick with us, and let's uncover the path to peace and fulfillment. Understanding loneliness, a human experience. When surrounded by friends, family, or colleagues, we often feel joy, security, and a sense of belonging. Yet, when these people leave, whether temporarily or permanently, many of us sink into feelings of sadness, inadequacy, or even despair. But why does this happen? The answer lies in our attachment. We derive happiness from the actions, presence, and validation of others. In doing so, we inadvertently hand over the key to our emotional well-being to external sources. Loneliness, therefore, is not just about being alone but about feeling a void within. A void that often stems from dependence on others for our happiness. Solitude, the reframed perspective. The Buddha introduced the concept of solitude, which is not merely being alone, but embracing it as a state of inner peace and self-reliance. Unlike loneliness, solitude encourages us to seek happiness within ourselves rather than depending on others. In solitude, you take ownership of your emotions. You develop inner strength and resilience. You focus on self-reflection, meditation, and personal growth. Let me ask you, what if every lonely moment you've experienced was actually an invitation to rediscover yourself? A tale from Buddha's life. Before attaining enlightenment, the Buddha underwent 6 years of extreme asceticism, striving to overcome suffering. He was accompanied by 5 disciples who admired his dedication. However, when the Buddha realized that self-mortification wasn't the path to enlightenment, he adopted the middle way, beginning with nourishing his body with food. This shift puzzled his disciples, who, believing he had abandoned his quest, left him alone in the forest. Despite their departure, the Buddha embraced this solitude, using it as a time to meditate deeply and refine his understanding of life's truths. Imagine being in his place, abandoned by those who once supported you. Would you crumble under the weight of loneliness, or would you rise to the challenge of finding strength within? The benefits of solitude. The next time you find yourself alone, consider the potential benefits. 1. Self-reflection. Use the quiet moments to reflect on your goals, values, and the kind of person you want to become. Solitude provides clarity, helping you identify areas in your life that need change. 2. Personal growth. Learn a new skill, practice mindfulness, or start journaling. Many great thinkers and innovators thrive during periods of solitude, using it as a time to innovate and grow. 3. Emotional resilience. When you learn to be comfortable with your own company, you become less affected by external circumstances or the actions of others. 4. Spiritual connection. Solitude is the perfect setting for meditation and reconnecting with your spiritual self. It's a chance to explore deeper truths about existence and purpose. Practical steps to embrace solitude. Here's how you can turn loneliness into solitude. 1. Start with gratitude. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what you already have. 2. Create a routine. Structure your day with meaningful activities like exercise, reading, or learning something new. 3. Meditate daily. Even 5 minutes of meditation can help calm your mind and bring a sense of peace. 4. Engage with nature. Take a walk, listen to the sounds of birds, or feel the grass under your feet. Nature has a way of soothing the soul. Are you enjoying this journey of transformation? Don't forget to subscribe to Buddhism in Modern Life for more insights and practical wisdom to improve your everyday life. Let's grow together on this path to mindfulness and peace. To be continued in Part 2, where we'll dive deeper into real-life examples, explore the role of relationships in solitude, and uncover the ultimate lessons from the Buddha's teachings. Revisiting solitude, beyond the surface. In Part 1, we explored the differences between loneliness and solitude, delving into the transformative potential of being alone. But solitude isn't just about self-improvement, it's a mindset shift. By embracing solitude, you begin to rewrite the narrative of your life, seeing periods of being alone not as voids to fill but as opportunities to thrive. Now, let's dive deeper into how this shift manifests in our everyday experiences and relationships, offering practical lessons for embracing solitude in the modern world. The role of relationships in solitude. One of the most profound realizations you may have during solitude is how you view relationships. Often, we depend on others to validate our worth, provide comfort, or even distract us from our internal struggles. But what if we approached relationships from a place of wholeness instead of need? 1. Building healthier connections. Solitude teaches us to appreciate relationships for what they are, shared experiences rather than emotional crutches. When you no longer rely on others to complete you, you can engage in more balanced, fulfilling connections. 2. Letting go of toxic bonds. Solitude also offers the clarity to recognize relationships that no longer serve your well-being. Whether it's friendships, romantic connections, or family ties, taking time to reflect helps you assess which bonds are worth nurturing and which are draining your energy. Real-life examples. Transforming loneliness into solitude. Example 1. The artist who found inspiration. Take the story of Emily, a painter living in a bustling city. After a breakup, she felt consumed by loneliness, unable to focus on her work. Instead of wallowing, Emily decided to embrace her solitude. She spent hours painting in her small studio, channeling her emotions into her art. Over time, she not only healed but also created some of her most celebrated works. Emily's story reminds us that solitude can be a wellspring of creativity and healing when approached with the right mindset. Example 2. The monk's journey of self-discovery. Consider the story of Ajahn Chah, a renowned Thai Buddhist monk who spent years in forest monasteries. Isolated from worldly distractions, he cultivated profound wisdom and inner peace. Ajahn Chah often spoke about how solitude allowed him to confront his fears, desires, and attachments, ultimately leading to enlightenment. His experience illustrates how solitude, when embraced fully, can lead to unparalleled spiritual growth. Example 3. A modern-day retreat. In today's fast-paced world, retreats have become popular among those seeking clarity. Jane, a corporate professional, felt burned out from constant deadlines and social pressures. She signed up for a 10-day silent meditation retreat, hesitant about spending so much time alone. But by the end of the retreat, she felt rejuvenated, with a renewed sense of purpose and calm. Jane's story highlights how even brief periods of solitude can have transformative effects on mental and emotional well-being. The practical power of solitude. Now that we've seen the potential of solitude in action, let's revisit how you can integrate this practice into your daily life. Daily habits for embracing solitude. 1. Morning meditation. Start your day with 10 to 15 minutes of silence, focusing on your breath. This practice grounds you and sets a calm tone for the day. 2. Journaling. Reflect on your thoughts and feelings each evening. Writing helps process emotions and provides clarity. 3. Digital detox. Set aside an hour daily to disconnect from devices. Use this time to read, walk, or simply sit in silence. 4. Solo adventures. Take yourself out for a meal, a movie, or a trip. Experiencing life alone builds confidence and self-reliance. The Buddha's ultimate lesson on solitude. Let's return to the Buddha's story. Alone in the forest, abandoned by his disciples, he didn't view solitude as an obstacle. Instead, he saw it as a gift, a chance to delve deeper into his quest for enlightenment. This perspective can be applied to our lives. Whenever you find yourself alone, ask, how can I use this time to grow? Or what lessons does this moment hold for me? Am I seeking happiness externally when it truly lies within? By reframing solitude as an opportunity rather than a punishment, you align yourself with the wisdom of the Buddha. Transformational lessons for your life. 1. Happiness comes from within. True contentment is not dependent on external circumstances but stems from your inner state. 2. Use solitude wisely. Instead of avoiding loneliness, embrace it as a time for self-improvement and reflection. 3. Balance independence and connection. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and individual wholeness. 4. Accept impermanence. People and situations will come and go. Solitude helps you navigate life's transitions with grace. Now that you've explored the beauty and power of solitude, it's time to put these lessons into practice. Start small. Dedicate a few minutes each day to being alone with your thoughts. Gradually, you'll find that solitude isn't something to fear but a path to empowerment. And if you're ready to deepen your understanding of Buddhist wisdom and practical mindfulness, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Buddhism in Modern Life. Together, we'll continue exploring insights that can transform your life. Loneliness and solitude may appear as two sides of the same coin, but their impact on your life couldn't be more different. By shifting your perspective, you can transform lonely moments into powerful opportunities for growth, creativity, and self-discovery. Remember the Buddha's journey. What seemed like isolation was the foundation of his enlightenment. Similarly, your moments of solitude can lead you to greater clarity, peace, and fulfillment. So, the next time you feel alone, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is your time. Use it wisely, and you'll find that solitude is not just a state, it's a gift.